Okay, I get asked the question a lot. Which is the better stock? Should I buy Rime or BHAT? Both are talked about a lot on X. A lot of influencers are on these both. A lot of people are pumping the crap out of these. I'm just going to stick to what does the chart say. I don't care about what anybody else says. What does the chart say? Because that chart is always going to tell me the story, right? The chart's going to tell me, is it bullish? Is it bearish? Where can I look to enter? Where can I look to exit? So I want to talk about both. BHAT and Ryme, they're both downtrending stocks. So if you don't know, if the EMA 20 is at the top with the 50 at the top, every pump is going to get shorted. So don't ever try to be a hero and think, hey, I'm going to have a stock that's just going to, go up so massive, right? I'm going to give you guys realistic targets. I don't want to be a pumper. I don't want to be, get your hypes over inflated because I know a lot of people are hurting on these two stocks, and it just sucks because people tend to believe everything someone says, and they just want to hear good things about a stock. They want to hear Rhyme can pump 100%. BHAT's going to make a 200% move. That's what people want to hear, and then they stay in it too long and they get wrecked. So with Rhyme, here's the daily chart, okay? And this one is actually my favorite one out of both of them. So which one should you buy, Ryme or BHAT? In my opinion, Ryme is the better setup. And I'll go to BHAT's chart here in a bit. But here's why I like Ryme. Here's my analysis. Here's my thoughts. Take it how you want. This system tends to work for me. I look for very extreme oversold patterns, and I look for dead cat bounces when it's trading against the trend, because we can't expect this stock to make an uptrend, especially when it's under 10 cents. It's going to be really hard to do that. So if you look at this EMA 5, this is your target you want to aim for. With this candle right here, physically has touched all three of my EMAs. You got the 5, the purple, the 10, the yellow, the 20 is the dark blue. So when you have price that goes away from the 5, that is considered 1 day of time distance of not touching the EMA 5. We know all price history is going to come back to that. You can see when price comes away from the EMA 5, it comes back and makes a massive move up to it. The faster it does it, this was a 61% gain, the faster it does it, the bigger the gain will be. But with my system is I try to make it where it's in the extreme oversold territory where it takes a very long time of not touching it. Anything that don't touch the EMA 5 in 7 daily candles is extremely long. All right, I just want you guys to know that. So if you're playing just EMA 5 touches, I like to wait for after 7 candles. If you're looking at this low band here, this is my Keltner channel. A lot of times I would wait for a buy signal to hit there, but it's not going to hit this, okay? Because this is a negative number. Indicators lag, which is why this EMA 5 is trying to catch up to where they think it should be, and the algos to pump it to. But we know it's going to go to that. We know it's going to have that nice reversion to the mean. We know this is due for a reverse split, so we're on a very time crunch. We don't want to hold this long. We know this has been under 10 cents for a while. It has to RS. It's probably naturally not going to get above $1. So when I'm looking at this stock, I'm thinking, okay, so I know it's a higher risk because it's under 10 cents, but I know I can make some pretty freaking good money on this if I use a system that develops an oversold pattern here. So if you look at this, we haven't touched the 5 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's my lucky number 7 candles here. Anything after that, you can look to buy and have price come up to this EMA 5. So this is a 26% gain to the EMA 5. This is going to go down every day, though, this EMA 5. As you can see, we went from 0.475 to 0.43. So the EMA 5 will probably be like right here at the 0.412 mark, And so when I would look to buy this, so I hit my 7 daily candles, I would like to buy it on some red. So if it starts going red, you could see like when the bell opens, maybe sometimes you can get a nice little pump. I mean, look at this little pump here right here. Look at this nice little pump you could have got. This was a 14% gain. I always put my take profit where I don't have to watch the chart all the time. If I bought, use your data price range. Let's say you bought this at 0.327, right? This is what I'm kind of looking at like. The bell opens, it hurry up, makes a big dip. That's where you want to get in. You want to get in when it makes a big dip, and then add in on that here. So if you look at, let's say you got in right here, and you go all the way up to 10%. So you should already have a limit order set to take profit right here around 10%, which is 0.360 if you got in right around 0.327. You see how that does it? It takes the emotions out of it. And it's not like, oh, I'm up, it's going up, it's going to pump, it's, how much more can I get? And that, I'm telling you, You're going to be very frustrated if you got it right here and this stock goes up almost 20% here and you didn't take any of the gains. And you should know, like, if price hits this upper band, this is a sell zone. If you look at lower time frames, this is unsustainable. Price has to come back to the EMAs. So you want it to come back to the EMA 5 and then bounce higher. But since it didn't do that, it went back to this all these EMAs and kind of just consolidated, right? So that's my one thing I do want to tell people. If you get in a stock, put your take profit in. Use your data price range on Webull and drag it up to 10%. You can even do a setting here. You'd be like, you can get it to a very precise area here, right? But the best thing to do it is, yeah, you can put a number in, but obviously, you use your thing, put your data price range. If you got it wherever you run, scroll up on it and get it to a kind of a general area of 10%, and you can see that's the number you need to put it at. 0.367 is this number right here to the right that'll show, and you're done. That's literally all there is to that. So I'm always looking for 10% gains. In my back test that I tested, you can make massive money doing that because you would have made money here, and then you can get back in tomorrow if you liked Ryme a lot. Because this right here is the rinse and repeat stage. We know EMA 5 is due, but we know EMA 5 is going to come down every day. So you can literally rinse and repeat 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, and just keep playing over and over until it hits this 5. When it hits this 5, you're done. You're out of place. I don't care how much you're up. You need to get the heck out, even if you're only up 1%. Okay? So let me show you BHAT. All right? BHAT, I don't like this as much. Same scenario as Ryme, but look what BHAT did, and this is what I expect Ryme to do. BHAT hit this EMA 5 here. This is your first day candle here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lucky number 7, right? And I told you guys we're only going to buy red. So you wouldn't buy here. You buy it when it's red. It goes down 8% here. And then look what this massive gain you get. We go from the lows here, and you make your 11% here. But, and then it eventually touched this 10. We want to get out on this EMA 5. So it doesn't, don't be set on a solid zone. If you're up, well, when we look at the intraday, like I said, if you're up a good bit, you actually would have got out of this candle here. I was actually looking at this thing. I was like, wow, this is insane, right? Look at this massive candle here that had almost 340,000 volume. In a blink of an eye, it would have been really freaking nice if you already had your take profit in, right? You would have got liquidated out of here and would have made a very fast return, while others be watching this chart and be like, oh, it's going to pump, and just for it to plummet down, right? Massive volume. That tells me something knows something, right? That's very interesting to see. I haven't seen that in a while, but you can see right here, it did hit the EMA 10, right? Where did it get rejected? Well, it got rejected fast when it hit that 10. So if you had your entry in here, let's say your entry was here, well, this thing pumped at 34% here. You would have got out easily. So that's what I want to encourage people to do. BHAT, not really my favorite. It has been under 10 cents and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is your 10th day that it's been under, so I suspect something's going to happen very soon. You can't be under 10 cents in 10 days, under 10 cents for 10 days, so they're going to have to do something. So reverse split, in my opinion, and to get the share price above it. I know a lot of people are trying to pump this one too. It's just not my favorite one for short-term gains. Any of these can pump, to be honest. I'm just showing you exactly how I'm playing it, how I would play it. Ryme, in my opinion, is a much more looking bullish chart here. You have some consolidation right up in this area here. You haven't touched the EMA 5. Once you get in, you take your profit, right? That's a 31% gain to that EMA 5, and that's pretty massive, guys. A lot of people can play the S&P 500 and they make what, 7%, 10% in a year. You're making that in one trade here, and that's what I'd like to show in my Discord. We've been making monster returns on VRME. We literally just made what, 20% waking up to, literally 20% gains. If you put just a simple $1,000, you made $200 overnight. A lot of people work all freaking day, a 9 to 5, to barely make $100 a day. So you can see the power of trading. If you know what you're doing, it can be very good. If you don't know what you're doing, it can really suck, okay? I'm just going to be straight on it. I experienced both sides of it. I stuck it out. I'm not the greatest trader in the world. I'm not going to brag. I'm not going to say, this is the only strategy to do, but this is how I find bottom reversals, and it's worked for me. I don't play a lot of these. I try to play the ones that are extreme. If we're going like above 7 candles and not touching the MA5, then it gets my attention. Another thing I want to show you on Ryme is look at the KDJ. It's at 2.95. Extremely low. Anything under 3 catches my attention. That means we're expecting a dead cat bounce here very soon. BHAT is at a 9.87 on the K. So it's not as oversold compared to Ryme. Ryme is a much better one. It's got massive volume, 146 million volume. If I was going to choose one, my answer to the question is, would I buy Ryme or BHAT? Ryme is the much better play. Just make sure you don't be greedy. Take the 10%. Very nice, solid setup here, guys. I really like this. I'm going to take a stab at it. I'm not going to tell you guys in the Discord. I mean, I don't like alerting this kind of stuff. I am in a lot of plays. If you're in the Discord, and also if you want to be in the Discord, click the link down below in YouTube comments below. It'll be in the description too. We'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts. It'll take you to this free chat landing page when you come in. You guys are going to love this, okay? I'm going to show you guys a strategy that works, that has a really high probability, and you're not going to be guessing at the market. There's going to be very strict rules to follow. If you watch this video, you're trying to understand BHAT, you're trying to understand Ryme, maybe you're losing money, maybe you're trying to get a better system, maybe you don't want to just copy trades. And that's the purpose of this Discord, is not just to say, hey, I'm buying BHAT, or hey, I'm buying Ryme, and you have no idea why. You're putting your trust into someone. You got to know why something works, because you want to know how to fish, and then instead of someone just giving you fish, because eventually it's going to run out, and you're going to need you're just going to get rough in the trading game, and you not have any idea why price is moving, where to take profit, and all that. I've give you a simple blueprint of how I like to trade against the trend. Any stock that's below the EMA 20 is you're trading against the trend. All right, so you got to understand is mentally every pump is going to get shorted. I don't care what anybody says. Look at the history of all these. Every pump is shorted because they're downtrending stocks. I love playing uptrends and downtrends. I'll play either one, but they got to meet my criteria. And I show that all throughout my education videos. I put them in here. But if you want to join the Discord, please read how to subscribe. The simplest way to do is just hit day trade alerts. Under the subscriptions tab, they have all these stars here. And if you do that, you'll get access to my swing trades and day trades, all my services. Forget this, the lowest price you'll probably ever find in the trading community for $12 a month. It will never go higher. You'll be grandfathered in, and you're going to get my future education. I've added new systems, added new trade ideas, everything you're going to get, live streams, mentorship, and they're all going to be day trading education videos with screenshots of what I do. Swing trading education with videos on what to do, how to do advanced strategies like selling credit spreads, how to do covered calls. If you're a risky player, safe player, I do it all for you guys. I think you guys are gonna really like it. There's a trading strategy for everyone here. But Ryme, I could definitely see pumping. Okay, I don't want to. I think this thing is at a very compressed area, 2.95 on the K. That tells me something. I don't see that much. This might be the only one in the market that has a K value this low. This will never go to 0. This is the best stochastic oscillator I've ever used, and I use it for finding trend reversals. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to join the Discord, hit day trade alerts. Subscribe on your computer. It's best to avoid doing it on your app, because the app will charge you a little more. If you do it on your computer, you avoid the iOS fee, and you're only paying straight $12 a month. And if that's too much, well, you can just do swing trade alerts, and that's only $6 a month. I recommend, if you want to be a full-time trader, you're going to need the day trading and the swing trading, because you're going to get alerts every day for day trades, right? And sometimes swing trades, you're not going to make money every day. My day trading strategy is guaranteed you're going to make either money or lose every day. My win ratio is way over 90%. I'm at 9 wins in a row right now. Tomorrow might be the 10th win, and I'll show you guys how to do that and how to have a high win ratio, okay? So, all right, I hope you guys liked this video. Give a like, subscribe, comment. I like Ryme a lot here, guys. And you guys know the rules, what I talked about, 10%. And make sure you're out before this EMA 5 touches, okay? All right, peace out, happy trading, and I'll see you in the next videos.